All right. Welcome to the TAS, aka Taz podcast. It's me, AU and Biggs, aka Andrew. You two introduce yourselves.
You already know it's your boy, Just Too Drippy back. Welcome back
That
to the
sounds
podcast.
sounds so corny. It's me, Hawkboy King, Sammy. Yeah, we're
Okay,
back.
the start of the NBA season. We're gonna start with the first game of the night. Boston Celtics versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics won 126 to 117. Tobias Harris played 34 minutes, had 2 rebounds and 18 points. PG Tucker played 13 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds, no 3 pointers. Joel Embiid played 37 minutes. He had 15 boards, 5 assists, 26 points. Tyrese Maxey played 38 minutes, almost 40 minutes. Wow. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. James Harden played 37 minutes. He had 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 35 points. And I guess I'll add Milton played 21 minutes, 6 points. The Boston Celtics side, Jaylen Brown played 39 minutes, 35 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Jason Tatum played 39 minutes, 35 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Al Horford played 23 minutes, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Marcus Smart played 36 minutes, 14 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. You also here?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
still
it
here.
got mad quiet. I was like, what the heck?
Oh,
Okay, Malcolm Brogdon. He played 24 minutes. He had 16 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Grant Williams, 24 minutes, 15 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. And then Noah Vonleh was a backup at the center position. Al Horford also started at the five because Grant Williams is not Grant Williams. Robert Williams is out with knee surgery.
I guess
Uh,
relaxing.
Jason, guess I'll just start off still. Actually no, Tristan, how did you feel about the game tonight?
um, that game, I'm not gonna lie, it went kind of basically almost how I expected it to, because they're both like really good teams, and both teams have made some good pickups during the off season, and they went played out the way I expected it to. Especially one thing I wanted to talk on is I hated the fact that the slander this man was getting in the playoffs and just most of last season was crazy. And now everybody could see and shut up because he's back. He
Talking about
lost
James
his
Harden,
weight.
right?
Yes, bro,
Yeah.
lost weight, got back in shape. He's injury free now, thank God. And he went out there and showed them prime James Harden that he's still that dude. For me, he's still that dude. And he dropped, what was it, 35. Let me see, it's right here. He dropped 35, 8 and 7, 9 of 14. Very efficient for him, and 5 of 9 from 3. And he did what he was supposed to do as James Harden. And as for the rest of the team, they also performed good. I don't really have a problem with the way they played. Maxi, 21, that wasn't bad for him. Come back like his first game this season. And Embiid, I'm not gonna, I thought he would like put up maybe at least 30
Not to
points,
cut
but
you
it's
off though. Sorry,
uh,
but how much did Embiid have again?
he had
Embiid had
26
26
points.
points and 15 boards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was he didn't play bad. Like he shot 1 for 6 from three, but he played mostly how I expected him to. It's just I thought he would at least have like 30 plus, but
I
he
thought he was
doesn't
gonna have
need to
27,
anymore.
28. He was around the range I
Yeah,
thought he would have. The 15 boards to
Yeah.
your plus, I thought he was gonna have like 10. To be honest.
to me, I felt he was a little bit passive-ish, but he still like put up points. I guess he doesn't need
Yeah.
to do as much now that Harden's back to himself. He has Maxi. Tobias could have easily scored 20 plus if he wanted to. So all in all, it's the first game, and it was a good game. It was back and forth. It was close most of the time. They pulled away from them, and the Sixers cut the lead down in the end. Unfortunately, they lost, but I wanted them to win. But it was a good first game for them, so I'm not mad with that. I'm
I feel
I'm
like.
really curious to see how the
Oh,
rest of the season plays out for them. I'm excited to see them play. You can say what you're saying.
I feel like both the teams had a really, really, really good game. Like for a starting game,
Yeah, I
cause
would
like the
say that
Celtics,
too.
cause Jason Tatum went crazy,
Hmm.
Brown went crazy, and they both 35 apiece. That was really good. The
Yeah.
team overall, they Yeah, everyone played good.
I'm
It
sorry,
was like
the fact that they
what?
did not shut either one of them down and let them both drop 35 is
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, it
sorry.
was crazy.
That is crazy. You let the two
But I
best
mean, hey,
players
it's
do that.
Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum though,
The
That's
so like
true,
two
but you
best
gotta
guys
aim to
combined for
stop.
70,
Yeah.
and this is what I'm
You
saying
gotta
though.
stop
Like,
one
and
of them,
and
bro.
that's one thing that they got to work on. I'm pretty. It is the first game, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's like, bro, like their defense has to improve, bro. They got to put more
yeah,
emphasis on that side. But I'm pretty sure Doc
Yeah.
Rivers is gonna fix that.
hmm
But they gotta put more effort on that side because there was mad times I saw James just. I mean, we know it's James Harden, but it's like he
yeah,
gave up like on certain
hmm
like plays and stuff like that where he would like Tatum would like grab the ball. He's like, "Oh, Harden's on me. I gotta attack." And I'm like, "Bro, like you can, bro. Harden can play defense, bro. Like I don't know
Yeah, and
why
he has the
he."
size
yeah.
for
He,
it
he
too.
can. It's
I don't
just
know why
it's
he does
weird.
that. It's so
I mean,
annoying, bro. Like
he
you lost
reserved. He
100
mainly
pounds supposedly, right? You should be
he
able to
mainly
at least stay in
reserved.
front of someone.
He
That's
mainly just
true.
reserves his energy for offense mainly. I mean, I don't
That
blame
that that
him,
is true.
but
But the
yeah,
whole
you gotta at
team
least
was
put
off
some type of
defensively.
effort. Yeah, you gotta at least put some type of effort on defense, not just do the walk off like,
Cause
somebody else got
cause
it,
I
and
can't
then
even like. I mean, like the Celtics just they always didn't dominate because they won by 9. But
hmm
majority of the time they
yeah,
were up by like 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
yeah,
And like
They let
Malcolm Brogdon
Tatum.
came in and literally
hmm
just fried them, not even starting. And this guy's a starter. He started most of his career, and now he's like coming off the bench for this team, giving them
hmm
Yeah.
16 points, and then
Can't let him
Grant
do that.
Williams giving him 15. Like the Celtics are gonna be scary, bro. Like these
yeah, they
like
are.
and they still don't and they don't have their head coach with them right now. So
Or
it's
their
Yeah,
this
yeah,
star,
yeah. The
well, not
assistant is
or
star
bad right
big
now.
man, but
but they're
their
starting
main big
5.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
really helped
they're
anchor
not.
them being the number
Yeah,
one defense last season. So
When
not
they
gonna. They're
come
not gonna
back,
have their
it's
head
gonna
coach
be.
for a while, but
I
that's a
mean, they're not
different
having it for the
topic.
rest of the year. They'll have it next
Yeah,
Yeah,
season.
I feel like that's gonna be a big hit for them,
I think
like
so too. Especially in the
playoff
yeah,
playoffs.
wise.
Yeah,
That's
they
gonna
yeah,
hurt
they're gonna do good
a
during the
lot.
season. I feel like during the
Yeah,
playoffs, bro. Like it's just something about having your
your
head coach,
coach,
someone you
bro. Yeah,
completely trust, put that
yeah.
faith
yeah.
in you and stuff like that. So
Mm.
I
I
Like I
mean,
believe
was
the
telling
assistant's
you.
gonna do. The assistant's gonna do his thing. I
no, no,
feel like
no.
he's
No,
I
gonna
no.
do
think I
really
think I
good.
Yeah.
think they'll be fine because the system's still in place. And
Yeah,
like the
Mm.
guy might add certain things to tweak and stuff like that, but like
so he makes the right decisions.
they have
But
to
yeah,
make smart
like I was telling you
decisions.
True.
earlier, he coached his ass off last season in the playoffs, and that's really gonna hurt them when the playoffs come because he made he's almost I'd say he's almost right there on Steve Kerr's level, if not up there with him, to the point where he's the only other coach I've seen in the league close to Steve Kerr to make split minute decisions in that second of the game in the moment to turn around in their favor. And I really like
Hmm.
that about him. Even though like they're not my team, like I really like that he does that for that team. I find coaches like that, especially a black head coach, because there's not too many of those. I like that part, so I am kind of sad that he's not there for them, even though like they're competition and stuff for my team. But it's like low key want to see them healthy and see what they really could do. Everybody get a fair shot.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
basically, at the end of the day, like the whole season, not to cut you off, Andrew,
no,
but
no, no.
the whole season they're basically like not gonna be full potential regardless. Even
Mm.
when what's it Robert Williams comes back, still
Yeah,
don't have their coach. So it's like
he's
you know,
still coming off an injury, a knee
yeah.
surgery.
So
You
you
know
can
that
adjust, you
takes
gotta
some time.
adjust. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's gonna be interesting for them.
if Robert Williams is back after the All Star break,
Mm.
Hmm.
and I think the Celtics are still gonna be fine with or without him during the regular season. But like they might sign some free agent or pick someone up during the trade deadline.
Yeah, they
What do
But
you
might.
mean, like center?
yeah,
Yeah, I could see that. Cause
but
I mean they have Horford, but so
yeah, but he's older.
True.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
getting
think
older.
Horford will be more effective in the playoffs than he would be throughout a
yeah,
regular
that's
season.
true.
Um, what seed do you guys see them having?
Easily, I'd
Uh,
say you could go
I say
first,
still
actually.
top three. Probably, probably three actually. Three.
Okay.
I agree. That's what I was gonna say. Like top three to me easily. Like it's comp in the East, so I don't want to. I don't use easily like lightly, but
Yeah.
I'd say more than most likely they'll be top three seeds the way they're playing and the way they are like their team composition is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, where do y'all see the Sixers?
Uh,
Right behind them. Four.
I'd say who's in the East.
Actually,
I honestly,
fair,
even
fair.
though they're my like not my team, like the
I see fair.
like everybody know my team, right? Big KD for me. That's all right, but
Anyway,
like I'd say they could
You
be
want to refrain?
ranking anywhere
You
from
sure you want to go? You want to
yeah,
say
yeah,
that? You
yeah,
mean
bro.
in the
Listen,
East or
man.
you mean in
Listen, man.
general?
In the
Because you got a
East,
specific.
bro.
Okay, all right.
But I'm saying like in terms of their standings in the East, the Sixers, they could. It depends on how they play these next couple of months to begin the season, where I could see them ranking anywhere from between top three to top five.
Okay.
honestly, the way Harden was playing today, if he consistently play like that, like he usually does, they could easily be. Honestly, they can actually be top three seed. I'm not gonna just.
But we
Yeah,
need
they could be
Tucker
top
to
three.
hit his
I
shots.
think the
We
Celtics are
need
gonna have. I think that's. I
Yeah.
think. Well, I do have the
number
Celtics
one seed.
finishing in the top three,
Mm,
top four. I do think Ime Udoka not being there does affect that a bit, with the system
Yeah.
still in place. So I do think they're still gonna be a high seed. So I'll give them third. But
mm.
I think the Sixers are gonna have the best record in the East.
I could see that too.
I
Sixers?
think
Okay, I
I
can
think
see
they're gonna
it.
have the best record in the East. I think throughout the season, if the more Embiid and Harden, the more Embiid gets comfortable playing with a fresh Harden,
Mm.
like, and then PJ Tucker gets more comfortable with everybody. Daniel House gets more attuned with
They got
everything.
Melton and
Like
all.
they got
Yeah.
Milton, they got Harrell, they got these good defenders with them. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I expect them to win a good amount of games. I wouldn't be surprised if they. I'm expecting at least 55 to 57 wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like to add that, like they actually that was one of their like a huge win for them in the offseason that they picked up that many defenders. Like that was a big win for them. That they got defenders that could still shoot the ball, a backup point guard that's a two-way. So you don't just have Maxey and Harden. Now you have Melton, and you have Shake Milton that didn't play. Melton and Milton, two different guys. But and they have Tucker, they have House, they got Harrell, energetic backup inside. Like they have a really good what they needed. I feel like that's what they were missing all these years. I feel like this is their best well-formed team so far, and I expect
Hmm
them to do like really go far in the playoffs.
Okay.
The you guys think Embiid wins MVP this year, or does he not get it?
See, that's
No.
tough because like I had him easily the last 2 years, but the way it's looking this year with everybody being back for the first time in a while, we had I think we have almost if not all of them, we have most of our superstars and all stars healthy and playing again. Jamal Murray, Kawhi, Dame, AD, everybody if they stay healthy. Granted, injuries will unfortunately hit throughout the season because that's just how basketball is, but hopefully cross your fingers if all or most of the stars stay healthy. Wouldn't say it would be as easy for him or Jokic to win MVP again, and I don't think they'll give it to him simply because he won it back to back as well for Jokic wise. But I don't see it being that. I'm not saying he can't. I would like him to because he deserved it to me these past couple years, but I don't think it'll be as easy as before though, because I think Steph, KD, Kyrie, a lot of guys are gonna be back on their game like going crazy. So
Okay.
I agree with what Tristan said. Due to
All right.
most of the superstars being back from injury,
yeah.
it's gonna be harder for Embiid, and especially like Harden, you know,
Mm-hmm.
coming back to normal. So
Yeah,
he's
I
not
would.
gonna take the shine off of Embiid because technically Embiid's
Yeah,
still he's still the
their
best
star.
player on the
Yeah.
team.
Mm-hmm.
But like old Harden comes
Mm,
back,
I wouldn't.
you know,
I don't know. Never mind.
he could be arguably the best player on the team, and people gonna look at Harden again.
Arguably, yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
So it's
But
more comp
yeah.
again. Everyone's back. So yeah, I agree
And
with what Tristan
also,
said.
hot not hot take, but a take that most people might not agree with. Don't like. I wouldn't say don't hold it against me, but remember I said this. If it does happen, I would be surprised if PG's in MVP racing voting again. Like
I agree
I
with
could
you.
see PG
That's
still
PG.
not
winning
a
the
crazy
MVP.
take.
It's not. Yeah, it's not
Like
crazy.
nah, cause I feel like people be like, "Oh, you're bugging, bro." Kawhi, and then he has John No, bro, and then all these other stars. But I'm like, PG is still one of the best players in the league. He's a top 15, top 10, arguably player in the league. So, and he has now a playmaking load taken off of him in a way with the John Wall there and Reggie Jackson, but mostly John Wall's there to facilitate and
The
could still
Clippers
give
are a
you
lot of people's
buckets.
favorites this year. to go to the
Yeah,
finals.
I would say
They're my favorite.
they're my favorites, but then I have the Warriors at the same time. The Warriors are my favorites, honestly. Clippers are my second, like close in the West, but it still depends on how they gel together because it's their first time playing together in a
Yeah,
while,
I think they're gonna do
and
fine though. They're
how
gonna do
John
good.
Wall does. If John Wall stays healthy and could give them 20 and 8 a night, 20, you feel me, 20 and 10, that would be good.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, do you think it's champion? Okay, which team do you think between the two needs to win a title the most? And do you think it's championship or bust for either team?
Like East or
I
West?
think the team
I'm talking about
the
for the Celtics or the Sixers.
of those two,
Oh, the
the
Celtics
team
and
that
Sixers.
desperately needs to win, I would say the 76ers.
Okay.
I feel like because the Celtics have like a system in which, like we said, the coach is gone. They have the
Hmm.
assistant. So by
Mm.
next year everything's died down. They got the coach back. Robert Williams is back. Their team is set. Maybe a few more picks and whatnot. So like they could be ready to go again. But like
Okay.
the 76ers, remember Harden's only getting older.
Hmm.
Harden's like what, like
He's
34, 35,
32, I think. No,
or
he's
around
only
there.
32.
So Harden's getting older. So obviously we're gonna see him go off. But for how
Hmm.
long? You feel me?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have somebody like, let's say
Harden's
the
33.
second, let's say Tyrese Maxey. He's now gonna be their second, let's say second leader. And like
Hmm.
obviously he's too young. Don't no discredit to him though, because he's a great player. But leadership role, he's gonna have to put more effort into that. So that's why I feel like the 76ers need to like win it like now or the next year. If not, that's it for
Okay,
them,
let
in my
me let
opinion.
me let me say this though. Considering how they, I guess you can just consider it a flame out, but I knew they weren't going to make it to the finals considering James was 100%. But I definitely support the
Mm.
Hmm.
fact he's made it to the conference finals. But let's say they make it to the conference finals and they lose to Milwaukee in like 6 or 7 games. Would you consider that season a failure or something to build on?
No, I would
I'm
say
talking about the
something to
Sixers
build
though.
on.
They can still okay.
That's,
Yeah, they can still build on that.
that's
It's not
something to
failure
build
'cause
on. They
that's still
lost to
far.
Giannis.
Yeah,
Like,
you lose to the
Yeah.
Bucks
yeah,
and it's Giannis, so
they
that's
lost to
it's
Giannis.
understandable. It's
Okay.
not like they lost to a bad team. Let's say they lost in the first round.
Mm.
That's tough, but they can
But
still
I
build on
wouldn't.
the
that.
Celtics are probably the only finals team. I mean, I don't want to see bro. I mean, because there was also OKC and like Miami and stuff like that. But this is the only team where they've come so close to winning a title, and like they actually did make it to the finals. This is the first time like I've ever looked at like a team with that many times getting there or having a chance to get there,
Hmm.
and I feel like no pressure on these guys are there at all. Like I feel like it's more really just on tape, just keep getting better, not necessarily win a title.
Mm.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
That's what
Oh
I
my
wouldn't. I
God.
wouldn't say
Oh,
they're
Sammy.
like from
Hold on,
your.
hold on. Sorry, hold on.
I would say like from your question before. I wouldn't say. I would agree. Say the Sixers are the ones that
I'm back.
need to win
All
it
right.
sooner, like now compared to the Celtics, because the Celtics are younger. They have a young core, and they have a good amount of years ahead of them. So there's no rush. Like you want to win it, but there's no rush per se right now.
Mm-hmm.
But as for like the Sixers, like you said, Harden is getting older. He's only 32, really,
That's
or
old for the
33 or
NBA.
something. But yeah, for NBA years, he's getting older. Like he's still in his prime, you could say. He's still Harden, but he is gonna just get older. And Embiid, he's still in his 20s, but Embiid's getting older too as your star and your best player,
Nah,
as a
Embiid's
big
still in his
man too.
prime. I feel like,
No,
oh,
he
okay, the
is.
big
No,
man
for
issue.
sure. But like as a big man and stuff, you feel me? Like, and he's getting older. You want him to win because you don't want him to just keep playing out of his mind and have nothing
Yeah.
to show for or get it out all these years, especially after all these moves they made and stuff. You feel me? So, and then of course, well, Maxi's young, but then you have Tobias getting older. You got PJ Tucker and all these other dudes. So I'd say like it's not a bust. Definitely not a bust. They're not a bust or a championship or bust. I'd say they do need to win it. But if they don't win it, they have. I'd say it's still maybe a good 2 to 3 year window after this season, depending on like how healthy they stay. I say they 2 to 3, maybe stretch it to 4, but that's a big maybe. But I say 2 to 3. So
Nah, I feel like four is
Mm-hmm.
really a drag.
yeah, that's why I said most likely 2 to 3.
All right. So good takes and come to the next game.
All right. So for the second game of the night, one I was really waiting for to see was the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, and the Golden State Warriors. So the box score for the Lakers, Lonnie Walker, the fourth, had 5 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he shot 2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from three. LeBron had 31, 14, and 8 assists, and he shot 12 for 25, and he shot 3 for 10 from three. Anthony Davis, first game back in a really long time, he had 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals, and a block. He was 10 for 22, but 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. Russell Westbrook, he had 19 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. He shot 7 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3-point. Patrick Beverly had 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 1 for 5 from the field, and 1 for 5 3 overall. And Westbrook played 30 minutes, AD played 35, LeBron played 35, Lonnie played 29, and Pat played 24. And Austin Reeves off the bench, 16 minutes. He had 3 points, 1 assist, 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from three. Kendrick Nunn, 23 minutes off the bench. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 for 9 from the field, and he was 3 for 6 from three. Juan Toscano Anderson, he had 14 minutes off the
Bro. You don't
bench.
gotta read the bums, bro. Don't look at the trash.
Oh, okay.
That's
So I'll
crazy.
stop right
Alright.
here. So, and then, okay, so now the Warriors box score, Andrew Wiggins played 29 minutes. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 for 14 from the field, 4 for 7 from three. Draymond Green played 24 minutes, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He had shot 2 for 5 from the field, no threes. Looney had played 21 minutes. He had 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 for 4 from the field. Klay Thompson only played 19 minutes. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, shot 6 for 13 from the field, 2 for 6 from three. Steph Curry had 32 he played 32 minutes, sorry, and he had 33 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, and a block. 10 for 22 from the field, and he shot 4 for 13 from three. The bench, coming off the bench, Jordan Poole played 28 minutes, dropped 12 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 4 15 from the field, 2 for 9 from three. James Wiseman, first game back in a long time as well after injury. He had played 16 minutes off the bench. He had 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. He shot 4 for 6 from the field. And JaMychal Green, 23 minutes. He had 8 points, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3. Um, Kaminga, 13 minutes. He only had 3 rebounds, 0 for 3 from the field. And their new addition, Dante DiVincenzo, had.
Nettie, you don't gotta read those bum ass niggas.
Oh, he was new. That's all. That's my fault. My fault. All right.
Now,
Just cut
don't
that
apologize.
out.
Andrew's just a
Yeah.
douche. Nah, let me stop.
Nah. All right. So yeah. You guys could go. What was your
All
takes
right.
on the
All
game?
right. So the Lakers' problem, right? So they basically just started off slow, and teams like that,
Nah.
you know, teams like the Warriors, you can't start off slow against them because you're just gonna pay the price. And that's
Mm.
exactly what happened. Because the Warriors are fast paced. They know how to control the floor. They know how to do everything. They control the game early on. And basically, what you have to do, you have to play great defense. You have to move. You have to have a great start against them. That's not what the Lakers did. They started off. I mean, actually, I can't say that because the game was neck and neck
That's what I
for the
say.
most part.
For majority of the
Yeah,
first
majority. It
half,
was.
it was like
Yeah,
both.
but it's like still like you gotta like keep that tempo. You can't just like, all right, we up with them. Slow down a little bit. No, they're a fast-paced team. They're gonna keep going, and once they're gone, they're gone.
I
So
feel like the
like
Lakers played pretty good defense though.
they
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 yeah they
they
did.
did. The thing is that they weren't hitting any shots, and I feel like they were
Yeah, they
forcing
were.
a lot of
Yeah,
True.
unnecessary threes.
they
Especially
were forcing a
Braun.
lot.
I never understand why the hell he nerfs himself and does that stupid ass shit. Like he's
Yeah,
one of the
Bron
best
tried.
drivers in basketball. He should be attacking the rim non-stop.
I mean, Braun still had a Braun type game. He still did good. He
Yeah,
just
bro.
Yeah, but it was
Honestly,
inefficient for
honestly,
LeBron
honestly, yeah,
James
that's what I'm
to
saying.
make it
yeah,
inefficient.
LeBron in a way
30% from
underplayed,
three.
but still had 30 plus points and like
Yeah, and
and then
14
make
Yeah,
14
rebounds.
rebounds. Like it's and 8 assists. Like that's not.
getting close to triple double while be considered underplaying is crazy.
Yeah, because LeBron's
It's
not really
insane.
his game. Well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. But I always looked at it
Hmm.
like his game was never pre. I never viewed his game necessarily on his stats. It was really about how he used his efficiency to affect
Yeah,
everything else around him. So LeBron could
yeah,
have 20 points. I don't want him to have 20 points, but he could have 20 points and make that 20 points be enough to make it affect the rest of his bench and his reserves and stuff like that in
that's
terms
true.
of how his presence is on the court. So it's like it's a bit frustrating, but like I can't really complain because he still had 31, 14, and 8.
Yeah,
Anthony Davis had 27 points, but I think AD played really good today. I can't even
he
lie.
did.
I
He
think
did.
he was all over the court. I don't like that he kept falling on the floor all the time. That really scared me a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
especially one
scary.
time in like the fourth quarter, I kind of got scared. Not gonna lie, they were like
Yeah,
Lakers
Yeah,
fans
it
don't
did.
want to see that. He took
yeah.
a hard fall.
I think Kendrick Nunn played pretty well
Mhm.
too. Shot 5 for 9. Wait, he hit two threes. Wait, no, I think he had three threes. What?
Yeah, three for
Yeah,
six.
Yeah.
yeah, 3 for 6. Westbrook had an efficient game.
Wait. Let me just do this real quick. Sorry.
Oh my god,
Listen, guys, whoever's watching, Westbrook had a good game. All
he
right.
that's weird, bro. Why'd
So
you
I'm
do
just saying.
that?
I'm just okay. Okay, maybe it sounds a little biased. It's a little bit biased. My fault.
There are lots biased.
But shh. Anyway, Westbrook had a good game, you guys. Lakers fans, it's not over. It's one game. Relax. All right. That's all I gotta say. All right, continue. I had to add that. I had to. I'm sorry.
all right.
Nah, man.
There was a good stretch that these guys were able to pull off in the fourth quarter, I believe it was,
Hmm.
where
Hmm.
they made a pretty decent run. I
They
don't know if
had
it,
a
what
22-9 run at some
yeah,
point.
I
Yeah,
think
Yeah.
and where Russ got that lob right.
yeah,
Hmm.
it was during that. They
But
scored more actually after the
to
22.
me, their defense is fine.
Yeah,
It's just the offense that
Yeah.
needs to be focused on properly. And I
yeah,
Cause
cause
they
they.
and, I,
Mhm.
they missed a
and I'm
lot.
so sorry, Sam. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta stand by this. But I think
Go
Westbrook.
ahead. Go ahead.
I do think Westbrook does need to be moved. Not necessarily. It's just the fit, bro. It just doesn't work, man. Like
I
it
understand what you're
doesn't
getting at, but
work.
like you saw, this is the first game of the
Maybe
season,
at
and he
least the
played
second
good.
unit, maybe try that out like they said they were at
It
least before they
doesn't
get rid of him
work, bro.
completely.
I I I I, I,
And to go back to your point, not to cut you, but to go back to your point, actually now you're reminding me, you saying that it does like translate to LeBron nerfing himself, having to play next to Westbrook, so he can't go and just drive as much. Because now if he's going for a shot or something, Westbrook could cut in and stuff. Because Westbrook's strength is in the paint. So I see what you're saying. He does nerf himself even more than before than with playing with a point guard like Russell Westbrook. And you see most of the time Russ scored tonight, he was driving in on a big or he's moving fast, changing gears and doing layups and stuff. So
but
which
the
is where he's
spacing
at
looks
his
so
best.
disgusting, bro.
Yeah, that
I'm
lineup.
sorry.
I
There
don't
is
know
All
not
why
right,
more.
that lineup.
No. And look,
go. Continue,
look.
continue.
I think that they're going to make the playoffs this year.
I think so
I
too.
think they're good enough, depending on who they face, to make it to the second round. But this team is, bro. Stop. It's like having a starting
It's
lineup of Lonnie
Yeah.
Walker, LeBron, AD, Russ,
Yeah, I
and
don't.
Patrick Beverly. Like it's not a good lineup, bro. There's no spacing, and
Especially to
LeBron
put AD
thrives
in
best when
there.
he has shooters on the court that he can throw to in the corners and to the
Hmm.
wing. It doesn't make
that is
any
true.
sense. That's why I don't understand why they let Melo walk like that. Kendrick Nunn makes more sense to start over Lonnie Walker.
Yeah,
That's why I don't understand. Or
I
Austin
was gonna
Reeves
say
start. I don't
him.
know why
Even
Lonnie Walker was
Juan.
starting. Obviously, his
Yeah,
defense is huge. He's a good defensive player. But
yeah.
then I think, bro, you need shooters, bro. You need shooters.
All
I
right.
don't like it.
So before this gets out of hand a little bit, so the Warriors. How do you guys think they played?
What was that?
It's gonna get
Or start?
worse. The Warriors
I know.
absolutely obliterated them. To me,
Yeah, I know.
they got washed, bro. Like there was times
Yeah.
where they closed off a bit, there wasn't much that they could really do. They
You can't say
I just,
wash like that.
I'm sorry. I just thought of the images in my head. Multiple plays where Andrew Wiggins fucked AD up. I'm sorry. He'd
bro.
like he'd step back more than once and then just clack every time they were coming. Either Curry, which is normal for him, he hit that shit in the air 1-3, and niggas got tight. And then I was like, yeah, he's a demon. It's about to start again. And then Andrew Wiggins, I was like, hold on. He hit step back, the right side, right? And then he came, did it on the left side. I was like, oh shit, all right. And then he came in the middle, hit it, time. I was like, yo, this
Nah,
nigga Wiggins is a god, bro.
there was one play. I
Nah.
forgot. Was it Kendrick Nunn or was it Lonnie Walker? I think it was Lonnie Walker. I don't want to be wrong. It might have been,
Mm-hmm.
but he was guarding Curry. Like Andrew said, like the Lakers' defense wasn't a problem this game. He was playing
Mm-hmm.
great defense on Curry, but Curry did like some post fade and still made it.
yes, it was yeah, I was online.
I was like, wow. I didn't think Curry was gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest. It
I
was it
did.
I'm
was
not
crazy.
gonna, bro. They toyed with them like because like they play good defense, but the fact that Steph had 80 on the island multiple times, and it's great. It's great against really good. Like it's Steph Curry versus 80, so it's gonna go either way. But at
Yeah.
80's, but he's usually really good, like a really good at guarding like smaller defenders on the perimeter and stuff because he's fit to do
I
that
mean, it
He's
is
to an
Steph though,
extent
so
he's
to an extent, but the fact
okay.
that
It's
he got
not.
no, I know what you're saying. He's not a Giannis or like I don't know who else to say right now, but like the fact that that one play where Steph destroyed, like he went, I think he crossed his other defender, got past him, came to AD behind the back, crossed him,
Mm,
like faked him out,
layup.
then both yeah, and then did the reverse layup, and then he just made it, stopped and stared at the crowd and kept. I was like, yo, bro, there's no way I should be letting this happen to you right now. Like, oh my god. I remember the days where LeBron was swatting Steph shit in the paint. Now that's not a thing anymore. It's crazy.
I mean, LeBron's focused on offense as he should
Yeah,
be.
but they play good defense. I would say that because they got me tight when they were like getting a lot of turnovers and letting the Lakers steal the ball and run. Because
Yeah.
that's where they're most dangerous with the players they have right now. That fast break situation is dangerous. I didn't want them to get into that with the lob to Westbrook and all that. Like, but they play good defense. It's just their offense didn't match what the Warriors have. One thing I always
Yeah.
say is the Warriors 9 times out of 10 usually has more firepower than whatever team they're facing or throughout the season, and that's what really like if not anything else, that's the one thing in the game that would save them most of the time if they're going through like a tough matchup or having trouble or whatever it is. And that's why they'll always be really my favorites most of the time, like until these guys are gone and it's time for the next guys to take over, like cuz the way they play basketball is just beautiful to me. Like I feel like every team should want to try to model their game somewhat some way after them, and then the league would like never be boring again. I promise you. Like
Never be boring. That's a bit of a bold
it's
statement.
not boring, but it'll be like really well balanced because every team's playing team ball, defense, shooting, fire. You feel me? Like you won't be like, oh yeah, this team's gonna destroy this team. You won't know what team to go for. Like, and I would be fine with that to not know out of 30 teams what teams to really like faithfully go for. That would be like interesting season. So, but they play
So
good,
every team
but
plays
they're
similar to the
just
Warriors.
not similar, but in their own way. But still, the concept and of the Warriors and the core play team ball movement, defense, shooting. Feel me? Like just a way because it wins championships as you clearly saw. You feel me? So it's like they're a dynasty for a reason, and they're still winning and thriving even today in a whole different
Isn't that
decade.
technically what I
So
said? Anyway.
yeah, yeah, but so
Anyway.
so
So do you have
Andrew?
do you have
Oh.
the Warriors repeating?
oh for that that's tough. That's tough, man. Because I would say they're my favorites though. That's but like in the West. But then I got my guys in the East. So you feel me? I don't know. I got my guys the Nets. Feel me? KD and Kyrie, the K and
You got your
K.
guy in the
About to go
East. You got your
Alright, well
guy.
I'm
crazy
gonna
with
not to
Ben.
cut you off, Tristan and Andrew, I'm
hmm
sorry, but I personally think I'm not hating on the Warriors whatsoever. I think they're gonna have a great no, I'm not hating. I personally think they're gonna have a deep playoff run. Easily.
hmm
My honestly, probably they might make the finals again, don't get me wrong, but
hmm
I don't think they're gonna repeat this year.
Okay.
That's
fair
because there's
opinion.
too many. Because honestly, there's too many teams. Like especially in the East is stronger now. Like the Nets, you said.
Hmm.
The Bucks fully
Hmm.
healthy. The 76ers.
That's fucking
Can't forget about the
Buck shit,
Heat.
man.
Honestly, even
The
you can
Heat,
argue
get
the
out of
Hawks.
here! I don't know. Get out of
Wait,
here with the Heat.
you can
Andre, if
even
you're
argue
watching
the
this, the
Hawks.
Heat is ass.
That's
I don't
crazy. I didn't say
care.
all that.
That's crazy.
You can
End
argue the
this.
Hawks too, because their backcourt with Dejounte Murray and Trey Young's
No,
actually.
hell no.
No, stop. You're
Wait, no,
dragging
no,
me. I'm
wait,
not gonna
no.
lie. I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna say they're gonna go far, but they're gonna have a good season. I see it.
Oh, okay.
What's
I
a good
thought you was about to
season?
say they can match the
Good
Warriors.
season.
Okay, I don't know.
40,
No, no,
40,
no, no. Seeding.
48 games.
No
Seeding.
seeding in the
Oh,
conference.
seeding, fifth, sixth seed.
Nothing above 6. Oh,
That's not.
okay.
Okay.
I mean,
That's not
it's
a.
a
That's
playoff
not
Okay.
season.
I mean,
really.
I mean,
It's a
okay.
it's a playoff season.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. No, I see what you're saying. Like your take. That's why I'm not just gonna say, oh yeah, definitely repeat. Like it's not 2016 or the 2010s anymore. But I had them as the favorites in the West, and if not them, then the other team is the Clippers, like I said. But I can't just say them with a fully healthy Nets team, a way better team at that, with the pieces they picked up. They have a healthy Ben Simmons now. I'm really like excited to see how they fit and play together. I feel like that team's going to be really good. They went and got defenders and
They added
shooters.
defense and they added
They
playmaking.
they got Kyrie
They
back
did.
full season. Kevin Durant fully healthy. They're locked in. Feel me? Like they're about to do their thing. So I'm really curious to see where that goes. I really did wish they kind of picked up another center, which they still can. But like other than that, I don't have a problem with the rest of their team makeup. So I can't say they're gonna repeat, but I could. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I'll say that.
Where do y'all think the Lakers are seeded this year?
This
Where,
year,
Mm,
where the Lakers get
everyone's healthy.
seeded?
Everyone's healthy. AD does his thing. LeBron be LeBron. Westbrook improves. Plays better than last year. Fourth seed, fifth, 5 to 4, 4 to 5.
Well, okay.
not gonna lie, I was gonna say around the same. I don't know about. I was gonna say around the same thing, like maybe fourth to third seed, simply because it's LeBron
Third
James.
seed. Wow.
Third, no, the West
Okay,
is
I would say between three and wait. Actually, who's in the West? Never mind. Never mind. I'll say
four and
between
five. I
four and
think 4 and
six.
5
Four and
is a great
six.
great spot
Yeah,
for the Lakers.
between 4 and 6 because of their team
Okay, 6
makeup
is
and
drag. I don't know about 6.
it's too much. It's enough competition in the West to say the. I
I
wouldn't
don't
be
think it's a
surprised if they
giant
end
city
up
to
the
go
sixth
6 seed.
seed.
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I don't
Okay.
think
you
it's
have
a
too
Oh,
many
I
good
just remember the
teams.
Nuggets got Jamal
Yeah, I
Murray.
was thinking
Yeah,
the Nuggets, the
yeah,
Grizzlies,
Clippers,
yeah. The
Mavericks. Like,
Clippers are
Grizzlies,
more
there's too many
healthy. There's
teams.
Suns.
Maverick. Yeah. Okay.
Warriors. Like, there's too
Man, the
many
Suns.
teams.
Don't sleep on Portland.
That's a different
Uh,
that's a different thing.
uh,
But still, like
okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I can see why you guys would say 6, but between 4,
yeah.
5, and
As
6, one of
as for
those
the
three.
Warriors, I'd say 1 to 3. Honestly, one
Yeah,
to
I
two,
agree.
1 to 2.
I'll
But
say the
I'll
second.
I'll be nice and say 3.
I'll say second or third. Second or
I
third.
think the
Yeah.
Grizzlies are gonna have the best record this year.
Again?
I think they're gonna have the
I don't
best
know.
record. I think they're gonna have the
Wait,
best record in
didn't?
the league.
No, I
Okay.
don't see them doing it
In the
again. Not
league?
gonna lie.
I think they're gonna.
I don't see them doing it again. I don't
They're
think
the
they're
No, no,
gonna
no.
second
do
seed
it.
last year.
They could do it again. They could definitely do it again. Don't get me wrong.
They can,
Wait,
but
wait, wait.
I
Who did I
don't know
Best
say?
rec,
about this season
Said the
though.
best
Grizzlies.
record in the best record in
Huh?
the league.
I said
Probably
the
like
Grizzlies,
top
right?
3, top 4. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said the
I think
Grizzlies.
the Grizzlies are gonna. I think they're gonna be better. They were the
Oh,
second seed
they're
last
gonna be
year.
better. Yeah, they're gonna be
No,
better.
they were the first seed in
They
the
were
West,
second. They were
weren't they?
The
second.
first seed was the Suns.
They were second, Tristan.
Oh, those trash ass things. Oh yeah, they were oh okay. So yeah,
Why do
they're
we
probably
hate
good.
Suns?
I don't hate them. It's just I'm very disappointed. No, that's for a different time when they play them.
Yeah, that's a different topic.
No,
I
no,
kind of agree with
not
you.
right now because I have too much to say
Yeah.
about them.
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie, if y'all didn't see that photo that I shared on my story or that we put up on the podcast story on Instagram, go and look at it. It's very the account is t.a um .s podcast. That's the name. Go and look at the story if it's not gone. It's still there. The picture, the photo from the NBA is really funny. If you watch basketball and you understand the concept, they
You talking about
violated
that drawing thing?
yes, bro.
yeah.
Oh
They
yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh
on
my
the
god,
bus.
why they gotta do
They
Westbrook? Anyway, just see
Bro,
the
they
picture, guys.
had-
See the picture.
I should have
on the
put that. I
bus,
should have put
man.
that on the. You know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna make it a
use
thumbnail.
that as the
That's
yeah,
crazy,
what-
Andrew. When you guys get a chance, just look at his story and look at the picture. You'll see.
That post is
If
crazy.
you understand the context, it's a very good
Yeah.
After
After
picture.
what happened last season, it's
Yeah,
well,
it's a very good
rounded
picture.
around like that.
And there's one where there's like part where like a person's holding 2 MVP trophies, and the next
Yeah,
one's
you'll
like
see it.
looking at him angry. You'll see. It's kind of obvious what.
Before we stop, is this Draymond's last season as a Warrior?
That's a good question.
I can't really. I mean, if you're referring to the incident.
No, I'm talking about
Oh, okay.
simply because of the fact
Extension
that
wise,
they
his
paid
contract's
Jordan
up.
Poole, they paid Andrew Wiggins. Clay has to get his money.
I feel like
Um,
I feel like Draymond's such a key piece to that team. Like without Draymond, it's like they lose.
you
Like
think he's taking a pay cut? Because that's a
I feel
pretty
like he
big
should.
cut.
Realistically,
That's a
I mean,
big cut.
yeah, for his role, yeah, that is a big cut. I agree, but
Nah, not even for his role. Simply because of the fact that if he's gonna miss a lot of millions if he takes
Wait, what was his last contract?
yeah,
4
what was the last
years,
contract if you know?
100 plus, right?
100 plus.
For
Yeah.
4 years. Yeah, he's not. I don't. He's not getting that. He might get. They might try to give him 2 years,
Like
80, and see, all
their
right, let's see
lux
what you
like
do
the
with this.
Warriors luxury tax would be like a 600 million or something.
They're already at
Yeah, but
400
Yeah.
plus million.
but does
right now.
Draymond really feel like he's that guy?
Yes. Why wouldn't he?
I'll say this.
Okay, don't get me wrong.
He
Okay, of course you have to feel like you're that
Yeah,
guy.
five
Mhm.
But
rings.
like
four.
four, four,
Five.
four, four,
They're gonna get five.
four,
Oh, that's true. I see what you mean.
four, four.
Nah,
Five.
I will say this.
It's either between them. It's either between them and the Clippers, and
You're not sold on the
I'm not
Clippers
sold
yet.
on the Clippers
Yeah.
like that
Okay,
yet.
that's your opinion. Okay, I respect it. I respect it. But me personally, I say they're not gonna win it this year.
I'd I'll say on that note, I don't think he should get that money anymore.
Crazy.
But then again, he really is important to them, so they should still try to give him a
That's what I'm
good
saying. Like it's a
amount.
weird situation with them
So
and Draymond and the Warriors.
it's
So
really
like,
in their hands. It's up to them. The ball's in their park, depending on how much they offer him, whether he leaves, because teams will take him. Teams will definitely still take
The Knicks
Draymond
will
Green.
pay
Yeah.
him.
At least contending teams, and they will definitely.
Lakers
The Lakers,
play-
And the Knicks will
The Lakers
pay
will
him.
play him.
like,
We said the Knicks or the
I
Lakers.
the Clippers, the Knicks,
The Knicks?
the
Yeah, the
Lakers
Lakers.
stop that. I don't want that nigga playing with LeBron James.
Yeah, but the teams will definitely pay. I could see him. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up on the Nuggets. I'm not gonna lie. I
No,
could
that
see
wouldn't
that.
be. That wouldn't
So,
be bad.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be a really good fit with Jokic and Murray and them. That's
I
another
don't
low
know
hanging.
if they got. Do they got the money?
Yeah, they have the money to pay him. They already did their extensions a couple
Wait,
seasons
didn't
back. So.
what's it? Didn't Jamal Murray have like some kind of super contract?
Yeah, he had
That
that.
was a lot of
that
money.
was
I don't know if
It was
they're
an
gonna have
extension.
3
enough.
seasons ago.
Yeah.
Though, I think like
I
two.
think he would fit Miami well, but
Jamal
Miami's
Murray?
already
Oh, wait,
lacking some
That's
oh,
true
shooters.
because they have yet to get back for PJ Tucker. So I feel like he
Mhm.
could fill that
Yeah,
role. Just not the
Miami's defense would
shooting
be
wise.
crazy if they had Draymond.
They could still do a
That is
switch
true.
everything defense too, and he's to me
Yeah.
I don't to me he's a more intense defender than PJ Tucker. I'll say that. So he would
He
fit
is.
their system.
Mhm.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I wouldn't say
He
better.
can
I
actually
don't know
guard
about
people.
saying
No offense,
better,
PJ.
but what? Don't
Let
do
me not
that.
do that. Let me do that.
Yeah.
He's one of the best defenders in the league. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
let me not do that. Let me not do that. That's mad disrespectful.
I
I
said
don't mean
that's why I said it's hard to say who's a better defender overall, but I could say that Draymond's definitely more intense and important defender. Well, I can't even say important. I'll just say more intense because they're both important
But
defensively.
they have PG Tucker
Yeah.
guarding Kevin Durant the entire playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's
So
like,
yeah, it's hard to
I mean, it didn't
differentiate
really.
between the
Anyway.
two. I know what you're
What?
about
It's
to say.
KD.
Shut
It's
up.
kind of hard. It's KD.
Exactly. Like we're not saying they're gonna stop Sammy. These
He-
niggas are superstars. They're not gonna stop them, but
I don't
the
know.
best
Jason
person to
Tatum
slow
did a
them
good
down.
job.
What happened? What happened just now? Wiggins,
Nothing.
right? Clamped his ass. Alright, there you go. Alright, I don't want to hear that. He just fucked up the Lakers. He's a god.
Fucked up as a drag, but
In the end, cooked 80.
anyway.
alright,
Let's
y'all.
push off.
That was Alright, that was the podcast for opening night of the NBA season. Appreciate you guys for joining me on this podcast tonight.
And me.
That's crazy. And me. joining us.
I was talking to you two. If you had common sense.
Word. Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, we appreciate
Thank
you
you,
having us,
amigo.
bro.
Never
Our
again.
links are in the our links are
Okay.
in the
Let's
description.
get.
Our links are in the description. All of our channels.
But
You
yeah,
know.
well, like he
Yeah.
said, like thanks for tuning in again to another episode of this podcast and first episode of many for this season. Welcome back to a new season. We're gonna try to be more consistent and drop a lot more for you guys. Really try to get this thing going. So thanks for tuning in, and
You guys are the
we'll hope to
best.
see you back for the next episode.
Thank you. Tune in next time.